Lisa Joe, your essential oil girl. How you doing? I thought I'd try earlier in the day and see if the International Web of Data would work. I don't know what to do about that, guys. It's a little frustrating. I can tell it's not working already. One. My social bot thing's sending me messages in case y'all keep hearing that. Beep, beep, beep. That's what that is. So, since I got cut off last night, and here's the thing. So, my computer, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the China balloon or my computer, my brand new computer, or the International Web of Data is just not happy with me, or I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I do know I need a haircut, but that's another story. That's okay. It's fine. Whatever. So last night I got on and I did a clip and it was so bad I just deleted it. Plus it was such important information. Sarcasm. And then I tried to go on my phone, which was equally a disaster. One, because I am very old. I'm 62 and I look every moment of that age, especially on my phone. So if you want to see how awful it is, you can go to my page, Lisa Jabab, and look, because it was only like a few seconds and then that cut off. So I thought, well, that's a God thing telling me to get off the freaking, camera. So then, in my chaos trying to figure out how to do my phone camera, I called 911. Y'all, this has happened to me before. And John informed me last night that if you do it apparently more than 3 times, they start charging you for the calls. But it was an accident. I was poking all the buttons and trying to set it on the little thing. What do you call this? Tripod. And it smushes, so whenever it smushed and apparently hit, and it was like, oh gosh, we must be having an emergency because she's pushing every button at once. So, anyway, okay. How's your day? So, we had our call with Mandy yesterday. I just wanted to catch you up. And John asked me this morning, he says, you got any plans this morning? And I was like, oh. So, y'all know I do the jotting down notes, right? So it's just like here's the jotting down notes for just stuff I should be working on today. Okay, so I'm figuring out how to do emails to send to my peeps. Remember, I've talked about if you're on my team, you get a weekly email tell you a little bit about different conditions, right? So I talked to Mandy yesterday and she says, oh, why don't you make those emails into a funnel? That way you could actually give them more information. Because I was like, my emails are getting longer and longer and I know people I don't want to read that type. But apparently if you put it in a funnel, they can go to it and they can click on whatever part would interest them, which I think that makes sense. Well, guess what? That's a whole nother keg of worms I'm opening up. But I like the idea. So I'm working on that. My computer, as you can tell, is not cooperating with me these days. So I've got to figure out how to clear the cache. Somebody said, oh, clear your caches or clear your history. And I thought I did that last night, but I don't think I did because it didn't tell me. So that's on my list. I got to figure out how to clear my cache. Because I thought you went over to the 3 dots and then you did something. It was just stupid easy, but no, I can't figure it out. So yesterday, Mandy's call was about working on your Facebook business page, which I have. But you've got to hook up all these different things in order to make your business page on Facebook something you can actually use. And whenever she was doing it online during our class, I was like, oh, that's not too hard. I can do that. Yeah, I can see that. Because I told you before, if I tried to do it while she's teaching it, I totally, so I was really paying close attention. And so after class and everything, I sat down last night, and she even has videos, and I'm like, no, I don't know. I don't know where to, so that's on my list. And my little vacuum's running around my feet. I got one of them little automatic vacuums, and it's on the slow motion now, where it goes and hits all the corners. And in case you wonder why all our stuff is up on the, my stool. We don't usually sit on the stools on top of the table, on whatever. The vacuum doesn't like those. It goes up and it gets stuck. Side note. Let's see, next on my list, she told us about a really cool tool yesterday, about how to help us get some content to put into our emails. So I've got to research that, and y'all know I'm not a researcher, but now I know that I need to check that out so I can learn how to use that. And then I had a message from a girl. She reached out wanting to know if anybody had some good success stories with the doTERRA Lifelong Vitality, which is the vitamins, right? If you have autoimmune disease, and which I have had excellent results with taking the doTERRA supplements. So I was like, yeah. And then she says, well, can I hear the story? And I'm like, the story is not short. So I've added to my list to do a YouTube video, and it'll be private. I'll do a YouTube video about my personal experience with how all that worked for me, and how I realized that the doTERRA products were a godsend for me, really, honestly. Oh, no. Hold on. We got a catastrophe. It's okay. It didn't eat the cord. It tried to, but it's okay. Moving on. Anyway, so that's on my list, because it's an interesting story, and I don't want to write it out, because it's like writing a book. And I'd rather tell the story than spend the time to write it. I know some people like to write. I like to talk, if you didn't notice. So I've got that on my list. Just little things like that. So whenever John asks me, what are you doing today? I'm like, oh, I'm just going to putter. There it goes. It's getting away. And then we got Brandy and Lucy are coming this weekend, so I'm excited about that. I'm mainly doing this video in the middle of the day, because I know y'all wonder what I'm doing today, like the boyfriend, and I'm curious to see if it actually matches up with my lips at this time of day. I don't know what's causing that. Let me see, there it goes. Anyway, I hope y'all have a great day, and I may check in later tonight and see if it's actually working again. I don't know. If you see me, you see me. If you don't, you don't. That's all.